Welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get right to it. And here we are under my little friend Blue Balls. We are going to start taking off this muffler system. Not because all the pipes went bad, but because the muffler, this is a Dynopro exhaust. I've gone through multiple of them. I even spray them with black high temp spray to keep them longer. And it does usually get them. If you don't spray them or do anything with them, these things will be dead in 18 to 21 months. Why do I keep getting them? Well, because you can get a whole kit, wire brush it, clean it, chemical wash it, and spray it with black high temp. I can't emphasize enough. Go get yourself one of these handy dandy Earthquake. Just the brand I ended up buying. Heavy duty. That'll break these bolts off in seconds flat. So it's my thought at this point that this is all just one man's humble opinion from prior use. I have now replaced this exhaust. I think this will be the fourth one I'm putting on. Always the Dynomax products. I believe that's Tenco, the same folks who own Walker. They're rubbish, the products. I don't know what kind of metal they use. They swear up and down it's high quality, mandrel bent, but every bolt, every piece of it rots and rusts. And I'm going to show you as we go along. Okay, this is southeast Wisconsin. This is what it does to a muffler system. This has been on here maybe 2.5, 3 years. And this was all painted with high temp black. This whole truck was coated underneath. And because of the calcium chloride and salt concentrates they use on the winter roads, they literally eat away your entire vehicle, as you can see. I would say this vehicle's almost a goner pretty soon. This exhaust was all coated in paint. It is now rusting away.
Yeah, pretty much. Damn it.
In my case, it's a 16 millimeter. I don't know what yours will be when and if you gotta do it. If you're lucky and you live south of the rust, it'll be a breeze by comparison. It is always amazing to me how much this stuff rusts in a matter of 2-3 years. It's just atrocious. So before I take the rest of this down, I'm going to verify that nothing in the back has to be taken. Okay, here we are. I finally got most of it undone. I got to cut off this stuff right here to get it out. I always forget to bring you along. So I got one bolt off. You can see the muffler hanging at the back. I finally got it all cut. There's just a piece hanging there, but we'll get it. Okay, as you can see, right there, we're just hung on by a tiny little piece of metal. There you go. It's all up. As I said before, just my humble opinion, but the Walker Manufacturing Tenco Dynomax sucks. This is multiple that I've used, and every one of them rot. And here it is, peeps. This is the quality, or should I say lack thereof. I coated this all with black high temp. Probably 4 or 5 different times I've overcoated it. Coated it over. This is what happens right here. From the inside out, these mufflers rot. This is supposed to be a stainless steel muffler. It's poop. Total poop. You can see the paint flaking off because I was trying to protect it. They don't rot from the outside. It literally rots on the inside.
And then they start rattling and vibrating and sound like gas.
The connectors that go to the pipes start to break. You can see it there. They rot right here. Even though you've sprayed it, they get rotted big time, and all the hangers rot to the point where they crumble. And with all that said, I'm still going to put my humble opinion, of course. Just my opinion. Nope, obviously they're not sponsoring this. Nobody sponsors this stuff. It's all out of pocket. But I couldn't pass it up, like I said. I think it was about $200 total for the whole cat back again. And that's after I've wire brushed it, chemical douched it, and sprayed it with the black protective spray. I'm going to put it back together now that it's gone. I've got new components to put on. I'll show you that in a minute. I am not an auto mechanic by trade, by the way. This is all just saving a buck and doing hobby stuff. I use a little bit of red RTV, which pretty much wasted a lot of it, but it kind of helps. After sanding it and wire brushing, I took it all apart and cleaned it all out, and then it slips in the hole and adds a little extra lube and a little extra security, but it's pretty much, it's bolted. Over and out. Here we are back on Project Blue Balls. As you can see, I'm going to be putting the muffler back in. I've already, like I said, wire brushed chemical treated this and sprayed it with high temp Rust-Oleum paint. And yet another product that, just my humble opinion, they don't sponsor. In fact, nobody sponsors this. I spend all my own cash. That way I can just give honest opinions. But always cautious. Their product has really slipped, Rust-Oleum. It just wipes right off most of the time. It's very sad. Okay. This is just loosey-goosey. As you can see, or maybe you can't, I've gone ahead and clamped it. This system seems to fit better than the last one. It's not nearly as... I don't need the extra special bracket that I sprayed last night, so very weird there. Although this one does sit more on an angle, maybe the way they designed it. I don't know if I necessarily like that, but it's going to have to stay that way with a slight tilt to it in order to fit on the back of the truck. What do you guys think? Is that going to hit over there? I can't see. Is the pipe going to hit maybe? I don't know. And there we go. Actually tighten the clamp. I don't like the angle, but I can live with it. And tighten the clamp. Yeah. Now I gotta go tighten the back one. Now this clamp is kind of goofy. I replaced the whole thing years ago. It's this rubberized, almost like a tire material strap. You can see it right here. It clamps onto one of the bolts under my hitch, which is right here. It goes into a nut zert hidden in the frame. And then it's supposed to loop around here. Kind of a wonky design, but hey, it works. But I have a hunch it's going to hit back here. I don't know why, I just think so. As you can see, I tilted it on an angle to stay away from the metal shroud here. You can hear it. I wanted to pull it slightly outward, so I tightened it on a weird angle here to keep it away. That way I've got enough room to fit fingers through here. And then that way the rubber is still holding and supporting the back end. So this way when it moves, you notice it doesn't hit. See it? And then up in here, again, I can't see very well up in there. I don't think it'll hit. What do you think? I think it's a lot of frickin' rust is what I think, but no, I have enough room to put my hand and enough room to put my hand. So by giving it a slight tilt this time, and I think they redid this hook. Where is it? Right there. See it? I'm pointing towards it. Right in there. There's a metal hook. Maybe you can see it better if I point it this way. Yeah, there. Right there. I'm pointing to it. That metal hook the last time, I had to use an aftermarket bracket and heat it up and re-weld it. Because it didn't work, but this time this hook fits beautifully. So I don't know. Maybe they've redesigned it. I don't know. Okay, moving on to the next thing. Okay, here we go. Case in point. You'll notice what that says right there. Come on, focus. Focus. Made in China. Exhaust mate. This is what comes with the kit. A 2 1/4 clamp exhaust accessory. Made in China. And that is the brand name. Exhaust mate. And no, they're not black. The cover makes it look like they're black. They're just cheap metal.
My Windows life is gone, but you sometimes have to live with shit the way it is.
So this is slightly off angled now. It tilts more that way than down. Goofy. I'll live with it. Honestly, I guess it doesn't really make a difference, but you can see it doesn't quite sit properly. I mean, it's not bad. It does angle slightly that way, but oh well. But I'm now going to do some spray painting. This is what I use. High heat up to 1200 degrees. It renews grills, wood stoves, and more. Flat black barbecue. Stuff works awesome. Problem is none of it lasts long. It just washes off. It's really a shame because it heats up and just snaps off. But it does work for a tiny bit. So I'll be back. And we're just meeting and getting to know each other on this channel. I am not much of a spray painter, never have been. Give me a brush and some paint. I actually used to do painting semi-professional, painting houses and whatnot when I was a much younger man. Now that I'm not so much, I got lots of gray hair. I do not paint houses anymore, not even my own. I put siding on it, so just touch up. So yeah, so if it has a little bit of runs or dribbles in it or doesn't quite look 100%, that's okay because it's going to just burn off anyhow. It's just a coating to help protect it for a little while. And just look at the underside of this truck. I think that that'll be the least of my concerns at this point. So hopefully you can see this. I went ahead and sprayed the metal again all down the whole of the system. I even got up in here and sprayed it nice and black, the high temp. And I sprayed all that, and this is a flat black, by the way. And I went all the way past the front bracketry. Yeah. There you go. Like I said, there's going to be some runs. I'm not concerned. I mean, it matters to me, but I'm not that concerned. And this time, I normally put it always flat. I've tried flat each and every time. This time, I put a slight tilt. This time I put a slight tilt to help get the calcium chloride and salt and crap off the top. So, not too shabby. I'm pleased-ish with it. I'm never 100% pleased with stuff. Because, well, I think it should be better each and every time, but it beats paying a muffler shop to do all this.